Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Akmal binti Maidin, and today I will present my seminar paper titled Public Enterprise Government Linked Companies GLC Economy Function in Malaysia. Before I make presentation, I would like to say thank you to my lecturer Mujibu Abdul Muiz because of his guidance and time guide me until I finish all my assignments. Public sector is a part of Malaysian economy, key driver since the early day of this country gained independence in August 1957. According to Saleh 1991, there were 23 public enterprises in existence at the time of independence. During this time, more than half of public administration force is expatriate, and by 1890, they slowly been replaced by local people. Change in governmental custody. Malaysia left with many difficulties such as to fulfill public needs and improve financial positions. Because of this, Malaysia did encounter a political and economic inequalities crisis. This require a government to step in the introductions and economic plans to improve the situations. This called for an EP or National Economic Policy in 1970s with two main objectives. First, eradicate or minimize poverty by restructuring society economy between ethnic groups, especially Bumiputra. And second, to create national unity between all races in Malaysia to live in harmony. There was a 20 years plan move forward. Government established a public enterprise to act as representative to the poor. Using government funds, public enterprise sets to inquiring businesses to improve this target's people economy by operating new opportunities such as employment, participation in public activity, and ownership in various economic sectors. What is NPM? NPM is New Public Management, a public administration concept during early 1980. The theory in general is represented as an attempt to improve a public sector in terms of efficiency and be more business-like by imitating the management model of private sector. Why NPM introduced in Malaysia? Few factors cause this idea apply in Malaysia. First is fiscal deficit faced by government, and secondly, the low performance of this public enterprise in Malaysia. Economic growth during 1890 is considered slow compared to prior decade. The size of a public service is quite large, but administrative burdens for government is high and require a planning to deal with this. So NPM ideology with Malaysia touch a product the look is policy 1982 and Malaysia incorporated and privatization policy 1983. This public enterprise, known as GLC in Malaysia or state-owned enterprise SOE in other countries, evolved into major economy player and can be found in all 30 states, operate in all sectors to fulfill variety of business and social duties. Even GLC coined through privatizations by the policy early, but actually the government still hold a significant stake of share in the firms. Indirectly, government can exercise its power in major decision making as dominant stakeholder. What is the problem of GLC? GLC to become capable in open market might be difficult. An economist has contended that government intervention firm is inferior compared to fully private firm in terms of performance. It is also reported that most GLC is underperformed statistically in terms of operation and financial since 1990. This finding did raise an alarm to the nation since Malaysian economy is driven by majority of GLCs to straight ahead in our economic structure. Issue for GLC does not stop here. The main purpose of GLC since inceptions during NEP time is to drive Malaysia economy, but from many examples, it places a burden to governments financially. What was the solutions of GLC? Issue related to GLC is not new and governments implement steps in general term, but for GLC itself, there is no mechanism to address the underlying problem until GTP specific initiate program to bring back GLC through its function and competitiveness with another region's economic player with a 10-year program named as the GLC Transform Program, GTP. Transformation program was set in 4 phases in effort to infuse high performance culture in GLC by this senior management respectively. First phase, to mobilize diagnosis and planning to set key performance indicator for GLC, be part of the larger national development strategy to focus on enhancing the GLC and revamp Khazanah and its board. Second phase is to generate momentum, upgrade the effectiveness of board and reinforce corporate governance of a GLC, enhance GLIC capability as professional shareholder, adopt corporate best practice within GLC, and implement and enforce the GLC information program. Third phase, tangible result, maintain momentum and gain visible benefit to all stakeholders. And fourth, for full national benefit, producing regions champion and most GLC performing at the same level to another economic player. Launching new economy model NEP in 2010 edition role for GLC and GRC to address issues that been plagued this Malaysia enterprise performance over the year. Did the strategy success? Okay, many key planning was laid out since 1970s, such as NEP, followed by Look East policy, privatization policy, new economy model, government transformation program, economic transformation program, and many more till today. Tangible result is shown for all these initiatives. Before that, what is G20? G20 is a selection of large GLC controlled by GLIC under the GLCT program and is used as a proxy for performance of the GLC. This list originally compared of 20 GLC but currently total 72 to various mergers, demergers and other corporate exercise over the year. So, based on the data available, G20 able to increase 11.1% per annum on total shareholder return, increase on average 11% per annum for equity. Market capitalization grew 2.9 times. Net profit up 60.3 billion and economic profit up RM 4.2 billions. G20 also paid RM 108.6 billion in dividends and RM 62.7 billion in tax. G20 also hired almost 400,000 employees and more than 200,000 in East Malaysia. Do note, G20 has business present in 42 countries in the whole world. For conclusion, I will touch about common critique on GLC. First, crowding out private sector since they go beyond the nation building mandate and competing directly with private business. Second, politic influence affecting commercial decisions because the ownership structure not surprising for this critique. And third, GLC underperforms. This hold true for many GLC due to factor include a lack of focus on value creations and clarify on social objectives as well as lack of strong culture of performance management and financial disciplines. Reform did happen in GLC through order initiative from government, especially address the common critique. GLC transformation program with its underlying principle, policy and initiative cover those and all the same time seek GLC to grow further. Finally, the current performance and action did show a promising result, but believe there is more work that needs to be done, be improved further, and at the same time, the positivity right now is maintained till time to come, hoping for better nation building economy by this GLC. Thank you.